Okay, and I think we should try to write the PPM to use with TurboCAD. I have now, this is my base file. I'm starting with this. If it's something new, I should draw. If I have something similar, I can open and adjust, open the other file and then adjust that. So I start here, so I can just explain a little bit. I have the units, because I'm an English system, and then we need to force it over to millimeter. That's what this do. And this number 1 there, that is the scale factor. So if I want to draw in 1 to 50, then I set this to 0.02. Then we draw in 1 to 50. And then we have the parameter. That's, you say, a substitute. So instead of writing 200, I say it should be L, and then it will use whatever number I put in here. And then I don't need to go into the file and adjust every place. Later I put 200. I only change the L here to 300 if I want, and then everything will update compared to that. And the linear, make it to put the millimeter in the end inside the PPM file. Then we have ABC, that's a dummy. Only reason we put this in, I have make it like, take it away now, but I take away this and this, then it will use this. And this important is that this has to be the first thing that's putting out in the drawing, else it will not work. Because if we don't have this, we don't have control that it stands like this inside the library when we should later insert the symbol. This is just an example. X is equal to L multiplied with V. And then you see I put the X in here. So I have the text. First I say I want the text, and I can write some information here. And I can write that it should be within, the answer should come out something and millimeter in the end. Then we have the font, the same I have here, and pick this up. And then I have the font style, that coming here. And after that I say I want to move it from 0 to minus 200 in Y direction. And in the end I say set property, a pen color, and this is a green color, sharp green. And then we have the output is text. So then, yeah, I changed this, that's what I need to say. And I say, we say name, and yes. If you don't want to make V1, V2, V3, from anyone. So then, this one is to not have many standing on top of each other. Then it will just update the model instead of put it out in new many times. So then I told this. And then you see the info text from here, and X, L multiplied with V, 200 by 75 is 15,000. And I have this exclamation, I think it meant, around here. Then I can also use this for calculation. I use that 2, multiply with 2, and I now insert it, change to 30,000. So that's the way to do it. And I output the text, because that's the only thing we have. So then I can take this, and I can save it to 0, 8B. That is what I think we should write. So, and then we need to change it. I have made this before. So I want to have this text. Yeah. Control copy. Just hand to write it. You see what to say. So then we can write it as such. Control V. this text box should control if the text should be on or off, true or not true. And 0 is not true. It's a 1 there, then it's true. And then it's T2. We'll come back to that later. Now you see it change. ABC cannot be LWH anymore. It has to be T2. Or, yeah. And then I want the L and W, and I want the T, and I want S and radius. Now we have the list ready, and maybe we want to add something like so. Now we get an error on this, so control select. Don't have this to fight with all the time. What I want to make it down here. And go one more. So first we need to think what we should make. We should make a profile. But before that, we maybe should draw a profile. So go there, delete. HeB have the same height and width. So then I draw a rectangle. That should be 180 by 180. I draw a line in the center of this. From M, just down here. We want to offset this. I want to offset it. Thickness here is the flange thickness, 12. So then I want to use 12. Enter and take this and this. And then this one is the center, so I should go 6 millimeters to each side, because we see this is 12. So then I go 6 to that side and 6 to that side. And if it should be correct, this should go to J up there. J up there. We need some small box. And go from I, and it should be 15. The radius is 15, so it should be 15, 15. Then we take this, I set D in V, and I can take this, press Control and make a copy and put it into I. And I can take Shift, and I can make a mirror copy on the middle of this one, M, and then press Shift and up there. That is the point we should meet with our PPM. We can change the color to something. This light blue. And also I start in 0, 0. So I say reference point D should be in V. And I say the position of this should be in 0, 0, 0 and up. Because that is where I start to draw the PPM. Okay, then I'm back in. We should start to make the profile. So it needs to have a name. I call it HeB to D. Yes. Now we should start with the polyline. And then start from 0, 0 we know that is here. We can make a small circle there. And B. That's the starting point, 0.0. Position, X and Y is 0, 0. Then we know that. I want to have a polyline, and then I start with setting the point when I start the polyline. And that should be from 0, 0. And it needs to go someplace, and that is then, where's the master? Over here. And then that is B, the width of the beam in X, but first we need to say point. W, point 0. And if I take a big one, it helps. Now, and I can stop it. Now I see there should be a line go from this place to that place. If we try it. First I need to say that I want to output the HeB B2D. That is what I want to insert. That line. Then we see the next point that's going up here. So a new point. And that should go also in V, but it's going up. T. So adjusting this. Now I wanted to go back again here. That's a new point. That would be half the width minus half. It will be this with the width plus the stem divided into point. V plus T. I use a lot of this exclamation mark, whatever name it is, to be sure that they are separated. Because even if something is accepted in millimeter, I notice in inch it can be a different story. So I try to use a lot of them. And this divide into point. That was the T. And the T, and I end it there. And now the line should come in here, if I done it right. And I didn't. V plus T from cell standing there. If you go to V plus T divided into point T. I will use something width plus thickness divided into, and T is correct. From cell, if we only say V divided into, then we are in the center. Should be. What is the T? It is only 12. Why it run off like that? I don't know. Plus T divided into T divided into Now it is what I want. So then we should have the next. Now we use fillet. I normally use arch. But the reason why I started to do this example was using fillet. So then, okay, we can do that later. But this will not work before we have a place to end it, meaning I need to find this point. This is the same like here. Control copy, Control V. It's the same place in X, but it will be up in R. So then I say plus T plus R. And we end up there. Now I should have a new point. That should go up to the same place, but it should end here. So then I copy again. I have the first one after the point here, so I take from there. Control copy, Control V. It's the same X, but it's now double V, that's on the top, minus T plus R. Then I go there. No, I should not. I should go all the way up. So it should be only minus T. Don't need all this exclamation. Minus T. That's where I should end up. And then I should have a new R, a fillet. And that should end. I'll take everything at point. Control copy. Control V. It is in the same. I think I should take this. This plus R. And we have that. And then I have one more point. Let's go E, point E, because HeB is the same width and height. V minus T. Then over there. And I should nearly at the same place. I copy this. Control V. I should go on the same in X. So it should not have minus T. Go to the top. Over there. And then a new point. That you go to 0.0 T. Point cell, point T. If I use W, that will help. So there it is. I'll copy this again. No, I don't want the point. Control copy, comma, enter, Control V. This is still there, but it's T, V minus T. It is comma, Control V, minus T, but now it is V. What do that be? Divide into minus T, divide into V divide into minus V divide into, and that's V and T, and that's V would end up, yay, and then this new fillet. And it is the same place, only a little bit more down. So that will be copy this one, Control copy, Control V. It's the same place in X, but it is T plus R. And we need the place to stop it. Now does the fillet under there? We have that. Then go down. Now we need a new point. This is same in X. This one. And there it is the same like this one. But the right point. Okay. This thing. Control copy. Control V. Going too much here. It should be T plus R, so I don't need this or that. If I'm lucky, it should be T, no, not plus R, only T. Comma, fillet. Point. Notice this. Will be the same like this. Copy, is displaced, but there should be minus and R also in here. And I put this on it. Minus R. Then height from Y. Hvorfor do det? Yes. Yay. And then there should be a point. To cell, no, yes, point T, and the new point, because we know this is correct. Point 0.0. Now she close. Great. Then we'll make the profile, and then it may be time to change the name. I can say cell storage. Then I delete this and I insert it again. And the reason why we never use number in here, that I can say now, okay, this should not be 180, it should be 200. And you see a change, but they keep all the radius and everything else, because that is what it should do. So back to 180. Because on a 200, this other thing is maybe different. Yeah, thickness of this, thickness of this lens thing, different radius. I don't care, we'll go and check that. So, and then we'll make the profile. But then, I don't like the 70 displacement. It's no big deal, it works, but if there are too many, then it will stop. It looks good. Then I can copy this name. Control copy. I will move it down, Control V. And then that's small b. Is I want to rotate it so it comes up against us. So standing and sort of. So then I rotate in X, around X. And it is this. And I want it 90. And now I Control B, and it goes B. Now I should draw both of them. Maybe not so easy to see. That's done. But this is wrong. I want to rotate it. Now I want to rotate the box set. Write it down. Point 90. Now you see it going up there. And now I want to move it. .W divide in 2. That means that the center of this should now be in the end here. Move and then if I go in minus, it will have. So then that profile stands like we wanted. I don't care to see the other 2D part here of interest. I only see the rotated part. And I can make part, 3 part. New part, make polyline, and point, cell, point, cell, 2 point, and up here we have say L is the length, then it is L point 0 and finish. L point 0 and finish. That's the way it should go down, and I need to stop it. So then this and this, and then I say 3 part. Copy that name. Copy. One. Leave. Now I should draw a line. And then we have HeB base this sweep up sweep this one, control copy, yeah, comma, control copy, there, finish. Was it the other way? I don't take it. Control Z, control copy, there. Now I should run all 3. There they come. Now I don't want the other one. I only want the base. So, and then we can make one more, and that is HeB 3D is set properties on HeB base. And I want it to be, do everything in the sweep. Yeah, we can do that too. We sweep it, we don't, now I want to have this set property head base. And it is material. Is what the heck is this? I don't remember this, how to write this thing. Material. I need to go into miscellaneous. And I should have that one. And bounce around it. So I go back to this. And I say I should have these cell. Cell. L-E-O-U-S. What's important here now is that we should use we should use, what is that? We should use forward slash. No, that is the norm. We should use a backward slash. No, we should not. We should use this one. And then the name is brown. Ceramic. That is the material I want to use. And if we go here and looking now, I have this Excel because I also have red SDK in my machine, but it is selected. Like the name say, it is a miscellaneous ceramic. I only go and change the color a little bit here to get it the color I want. So I say cancel and cancel. So it's very easy to make. Only take and make a copy of this ceramic and call it brown ceramic and change the color. So then we go back to this one, and I copy this one. I go back to PPM. Only this, Control V, this, and this. And now it is 3D. That is the thing I want to put out. You don't see the difference before. You can go here. And see now this is 5 meters like we have here. I want it to be 6.9. Then I just rerun it. And it becomes 6.9. And we can go in hit 9. We could have used thickness on this or give it thickness, but then we'll get all the small billion line up here. It looked terrible, so then surface. Looked terrible in hit 9. I see I have this stupid unrenderable. Now I want to go to draft. That should be in LV and smooth open. And later we go to quality, that's correct. So then we have the beam. And I go to draft. Oh, I'm missing that, okay. This is the color I want to have on the beam. It could be maybe a little bit dark. Yeah, I put too little white, too much white. So if I go there, and I go edit. Can I make it darker here? Maybe too dark. Let's see. Apply. Okay. Now you see it change to LV material. Then I need to go out here and render it again. No. Need to insert it one more time before it changes. Go to wireframe, go to PPM, and insert it. I think that's the reason. No, just remember that. Maybe. Yeah. Then I go to this. I have a shadow. We have our beam. What we didn't do is to set the reference point. And I want to make reference point RF is ref point 0.0. Normally this is a 2D thing in the original, but because now we have switched it over to a 3D object, then I normally use the set value also. It shouldn't be necessary, but I do it, just in case. We can go and take off some light. So maybe this upper and this. No, I don't have this. We can also play a little bit here on the color, but people know. I can go there. 0.1. So we can change color also if we want very different. That's not the point of this picture. So then this is say it's in here. I put the 0 test because then it comes top of my list. I save. And yes. And then I go to library and I go and find them. Like this should be here. There it is. I say open. I don't want them as separate. I don't separate libraries. So I say no. There's a lot of into TurboCAD now. So, and then I need to go down to, no, where should that be? It should be up here. There, base, so I have this one. Now we see the question mark. I can see the length, the width, and the height. Why? This is what it was. Length, width, thickness, stem thickness, and radius. Then we can go and change this afterwards, after I have inserted. The text is false. We didn't make anything for put out the text. Because I can, all this information, we can also write it coming out there if you want. I will not do that now, I'm lazy. So, then I have this, and then this is that one, the question mark, I right click, and I say update thumbnail. And then make sure that for selected item, or for current category, if you say for all, it takes like a billion years, because there are many thousand symbols inside TurboCAD. So you should only have this, I see it from plan, but I can also see it from in a perspective. That is not so good. NE. Yeah. There it is. And goes on a wireframe. I can just drag it in here. And it's correct. And then you have this. I can go to selection info, this, and this. I can change the length to 5000 again. Shrink. I can go and what happened if I put on text? Nothing, because we haven't done anything output for it. So then that's the way to make the HeB, and it should have the same material. Yep. This is a reference point. Ooh. Didn't we say that? No, I only make it. Point RF. Save, and yes. Take this to and delete. I go to library, I have this, and I say update, reload library, yes. And that is done, and I drag it in here. I need to be in live. Now you see the reference point is here. And 0, 0 on the beam. But it's not in real life. But now I can say if I want it, I can go to position and say it should be 0, 0, 0. And it comes exactly where we made it. So that's the way. And normally when we insert in a house, we have a point where we want to snap to one end of the beam or something. So that's it. And then we stop the video. Okay, I'll try to do a little bit more. Based on a comment, difference between making fillet and making arc. This is 180, line, same line, width, center, and this is also 15 by 15. This is a quick sketch because I deleted it, or I didn't take care of the drawing from yesterday. So I want to make a line from here, going here, and I want an arc up here, and then continue up there. Then first I make this to a comment and make a new output. We need to make something first. Like I say, I like to use this semicolon. We don't need it, but it's very good. Space, and then we can make arc. If you like, yeah, yes. That is then a polyline. On point. And also this now stand this circle that is 0, 0. So that's point. B. Point 0. Point V minus V divided in 2 plus what's that? V minus half minus half and we put this into the flare. Arc 0. The center point of it should be in the same place, it should be up here. So then I can just copy this. And then it should end someplace. And then I go and use the same again, but I have to point. One too much. But now something missing here. And point 0. Go from there and go to that place. And this is finished. I will make an arc. I should also start there. There. Point 0. 0. And that end. And if you're going up, it should not be this arc. Point arc. I should stop up here. So then this and this. And we have output arc. Did that. There's arrow in here something. That's correct. And then I can go and insert. I go totally wrong way. So this is the first point. That's okay. Is the width? Not width minus. Take away this. Take away that. You see now. See, this is red, meaning there's something wrong in front of it. So I go from 0 to half plus R. And then I go and take the same thing here. Take away this and take away that. We'll try again. Ooh. Right. This is dark one. Shouldn't be that. Yeah, no. There's something wrong with the placement. I go from the end over here and I go to half the distance. That's there. Plus the R. That's the point. And then the center point of this should be R. And then up there it should end. There we have it. So that was the arc. And then you continue with the point to wherever you want to go. And then if you want to make the fillet, we have done it up here, but we can make it from is the polyline. V point 0, comma polyline. I'm very bad at writing point. Point we divide into if I use the W, it helps also. We divide into point. So, and then this is finished. And then we make the fillet. Of R. And it should end in point. We divide into point R. It should be it, I think. I assume I need one more. Yeah, I'm testing. One too much. So, and then we can try to output the fill. Let's see what down we get there. Yeah, works right away. So you see, the fillet is much easier and quicker to do than the arc. So sometimes this is best, sometimes that is best. Okay, then we finish with this. And the reason why I make this extra video now is because a comment about want to have the 2D. We have the profile here, but it's stand like say from here and this way from 0. And I want the reference point to be here, that is 0, 0. As you can see down here, not this. This is the 0, 0, but I want the reference point to be here on this thing. So, just delete that. This was for the text and we don't use that, so I say D2, and then I need to change that also. D2. And it can be 2D. Now standing on 0, that meaning 2D is not done. It will be a 3D. That's the idea. So, I don't put it in. I'll put it here. Now we use if. D2, meaning if D2 is on. Now it's on 0, meaning there are no D2. I don't need to write that if it's bigger than this or smaller than that. If it's on, it's on. If it's not on, it's not on. If D2, then it should move HeB to D. I should move it there. Minus. Yeah. Is it that? It will be minus. 0 there. Yeah, I should move it in minus. It should be minus V divided into 0.0. I like to use them all. It will most likely work because it's only X value, it will work with only X value, but I like to use them both. And PPM is basically 2D tool. So it's later we get the option to make 3D. So it should be with only 2. But normally if you working to the object, you only need X and Y. Just a few times. If you want to make a copy, then you need all three, X, Y, Z. And then how many for the copy. It should move this, and this 0.0. And if not, it should put out a HeB 3D. HeB 3D. 1, 2, 1. And then I say I want to have out. Because now we have a choice. So then, hopefully it worked. We got the beam out. But if I change this to 1, that means I want the 2D, it should come in 2D. And also the reference point, I won't say when I click now. I don't know. Should be in 0, 0, position 0, 0, 0. So that's how easy it is to make the change. And then we can take this one to 0. And I can insert that one. And I can make the box. Also about the pathway, I only want to see how that is. Can I do that? No. This one is this one. This one is a PPM. They have to explode it. This is weak. Now the 3T2 go. I want this to try. I want to keep this and take it right back. And hit the line. And that is what I need. It don't work with the PPM. Only. So if I insert there was it, I make one space. I feel I will do something. 1. Vortex 19. If I rotate instead of move that up. And then I go set 90. And close it. And now about set. I cannot do that. I can't extrude this. I think. I don't know. What's that? extrude. Don't do that. But I believe, can't do it. Just like that. This also must work. Let's do work there. Yeah. Can I now give it to her? No. We don't know it because I have a different question. Okay. Gap 50 millimeters. So, no, it's not possible. Explode from the profile. Then I can take it. And hold that. Now I can extrude it. I don't see the benefit of this. Bend that around. Insert. Take this aside. That's the same thing. Can't do much with this, but if I explode it, I'll shift E. And I can use quick. I don't need that. I go selection engine. There's nothing there because this is solid. So that is the difference. It's shown in the pathway. Okay. Then we go back again to this. I will take away this. I don't need anymore. No, yes, I need that. Okay, delete this. Then I say I think I made it now. I don't need this texting in here. It's only me. I like to have them if I want to see any text. We can also say ref, comma, text, and I want to see help. Then I get the text also. Then you can copy the text. Text 1, text 2, text 3, blah, blah, blah. I want to see the width. And I can make a new text. And work. txt, comma, txt2. And then I want to have out text instead. txt. That was not good. Stupid name. Small e. Now I get it. So this, but I forgot to move it, so that must be, is it 500? Must it be 700? Yeah. Then we have it. So that's a way you can do it. And of course this can also be put inside an if and make a new checkbox. Do we want to see the text or do we don't want to see the text? Now I just take it away because I don't care about it. So I'll say yes. And it's finished. And I stop the video.